And if you see somebody across there, if you come in with your friends and all this because I'm old, I don't do that. But it's
but you know the young ones that do.
They go in there and they make it rain. They get a stack of ones and you show how big and bad you are by how much money you give to these dancers, and you have stacks of money. And so you have a congregation, and it's not a strip club, it's a church. But that minister gets you hyped up.
Yeah, but listen, KOs, they get stripped of their money.
Oh, that's where I'm going. They stripping them from their money, and if the person next to you gets the Holy Ghost and they're speaking in a voice that they don't even understand,
speaking in tongues,
which is like I said, it's a whole show. But it's a group mentality. When you're part of a herd, you don't want to be the only one in the herd that isn't able to understand speaking in tongues, even though nobody can.
Yeah, but I bet half of them don't really understand what you're saying. But
well, please, none of them understand it. They can't interpret it. But you also want to give, and you want to be part of the function. And then you get caught up in what you started the show with. And basically, hey, I bought a $16,000 dog, and my children drive Maseratis. If you give to this entity, you too can buy a Maserati for your child, because the Lord will bless you.
How does that even make sense? So what they've told them is, if you give to me, if you give to the church, let me rephrase.
But you're saying it what they really thinking.
There you go. If you give to the church, quote unquote, you are giving and you are helping the church to be able to do things in the community, which will in turn help you and save your soul when you die.
Right.
I don't think so.
Well, can I ask the minister not to get the new Cadillac, or not to buy his, so that we can do more for the homeless? So we can open a pantry for, to give food to the needy. Can you not buy your child? Can we cut your salary in half?
Oh, hell no. You know that's a definite no. If we looking at you like, you got a free hair, something wrong with you, you sick, go lie down.
Make them give more. That's what the first thing will say.
Trying to get more money out of you. Oh, my Lord.
I got bills. I'm a minister. I got bills.
Because listen, when the church members start to get awakened to some of the things that their pastor may be doing, this one, link 6, angry member is apparently suing Mr. TD Jakes for booting him over his book about tithing. Okay, people, at Ask Avani Show, you know what to do. Let us know what you think.
The funny story, I reached out to that guy.
I want to know. And if you did, would you be generous because you are happy to give and you like your church and you feel that your pastor gives you the service what you need spiritually, guidance, things like that? Do you feel that you could get time with your pastor, or do you think it's going to be an appointment system? And even if you get an appointment, you're still going to have to pay for that extra.
Well, but that's what associate ministers are for.
Oh, but I don't want the associate minister. I want the big guns. I want the big man.
But that's what the associate ministers are for.
I don't want him, though. What if you say, I want to go to the top dog? I want to go to the top man.
Because if you've got a church with 14,000 people, the line would be too long.
No, and but listen, my problems are heavy. I need to speak to the man.
Well, I'll let Pastor so-and-so talk to you, but TD is on his jet, or
we can Skype him. This is modern day technology.
Well, I want to see him. I know you want to see him in person, but if I did that, I'd have to do it for everybody. So, Minister Olston is doing his satellite show. He's a little busy. He's at the Super Bowl. Because he was set up with the booth at the Super Bowl, okay?
No, we don't care about the Super Bowl. Listen, your members are in crisis. They ain't got time for you to be at no game. You're supposed to be ready to administer advice when your parishioners need you.
Well, but even CEOs, even CEOs can't talk to every employee, so they have presidents and they have vice presidents and they have big heads of this and that and division heads. So from a logical standpoint, I understand that, but I don't agree that a CEO should make $40 million.
Okay.
I don't care if it's $1 billion corporation. To me, that's idiotic to me that pay one person $40 million. Okay. And so, but if you say something too loud, you're the angry member who sues TD Jake for booting him over. So the church kicks you out.
Yeah, because he's the only one who's talking, isn't it? Everyone else is like, oh no, you can't say that. Oh no, can't say things like that. He's our pastor. How can you say that? That's not good. You can't slander him in the media.
But it's that using powers for good. If I know that I can lead Avani and Big Red and James the Fourth and Big D, if I can be the leader of that group of people, and I'm basically getting them to do my dirty work or do stuff for me, I have to understand that being a leader, I have to use my powers for good, like, Spider-Man's uncle told him.
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly. And I think that people should, especially a minister or a priest or a whatever you want to call them, because I think it's so horrible that a priest could take the power over young people and basically rape, because that's what they're doing, that person, because that you're giving them, you have power over them. And there are ministers who, they counsel. You were saying people being counseled.
That's what they want. That's what they said. That's what the congregation member wants and needs. They need to feel that they can go to their pastor with whatever problems they have, no matter what it is, and they can talk to them. And however they do it, whether it's, as I said earlier, whether it's confession or whatever, they want to know that person is going to listen to them and guide them and tell them what to do, basically.
Well, some of that counseling was with married women, and you already married as the minister, and that counseling it was behind closed doors in the bed counseling. It wasn't
the counseling of the spiritual or the mental kind. Okay,
it was physical counseling.
Yeah, too close for comfort counseling.
Right, and so all those, because we're talking about men, and as long as we're talking about men and women and human beings, there's the possibility of the Bible story of a snake, the serpent, convincing Eve to mess up the whole.
They always want to say it's Eve. How they know it was Eve?
Because that's what but that's what that. I'm not even getting started, but I'm just going by what it says.
They always want to blame the woman when everything goes wrong, and then when it's right, they say it's the man. It's because of the man. Whatever.
But that's another show for another day, because they always blame, as you said, and I agree with you. I think they blame the woman for messing up paradise. Y'all jacked up paradise.
That's why you need the man, i.e. the pastor, to come in and make everything good. No, he messing it up even more. You just don't realize. Okay, the question I have, was Jesus wealthy? Hello? Link 8, Kemos. Passions over prosperity gospel. Was Jesus wealthy? People, you can tell me what you think about that, because as far as I have heard, especially when I have looked at certain Bibles, he was not earthly wealthy as in he had a lot of money. He didn't. So this is I have put this picture. Did you see my picture? The Time magazine cover, Kemos, where it said, does the church want you to be wealthy?
Oh, yeah. I did see that one. Anything related to money, I'm going to look at that.
You know what? Let the people decide. Because when they start seeing the things that some of these mega churches and their pastors are spending the money on, they're going to be like, okay, hold on. Why does he need 6 houses? Or why does he need, this how much 1,000 million whatever car? Why does he need that? What's he going to do?
Well, there's a lot of things I don't need that I would love to have. And it's up to me to make good decisions not to do it, but to be a person who is, and I really, 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 and I'll say really again, I believe that someone who is responsible for thousands of and leading thousands of people, I don't want you to drive around in a 2-seat tiny thing. Right. I mean, I want you to be comfortable. Exactly. I don't want it breaking down on you, or I see the minister beside the road. I'm really not trying to get you to that level. But I still don't think you should be riding around in a stretch limo that you own.
And you got, as he gets in the jalopy, it just breaks down at the the bottom of the car just falls out.
That'll never happen to a mega church. Never.
Oh
But it's like you said, Jesus as a person, as a spiritual person, he based his life on helping other people, period. That was the guidance. He didn't have the biggest place in Jerusalem. Okay.
No, but he helped people, did he not?
Right.
He was always trying to help people, whatever their problem was, whatever their ailment. He was always healing and helping and just there, that calming presence. That is what they teach you at church, isn't it? I had to go to Sunday school.
Yeah, maybe we need to go into. Hey, but and I have an interesting question, which again throwing us down the rabbit hole for a minute. But if Jesus was alive today, would he have a megachurch?
Well, he may have a mega church, but it wouldn't be one massive building, and he wouldn't have a massive house. He would, because obviously he would have different churches around the world, isn't it, where people could go into that particular building and worship in his name, if that makes sense. I assume it would be like that. I don't assume that they have to have this massive structure. We said how much people they come a week, 40-something thousand people. Who's gonna? Oh my God.
Well, and that's not even the biggest ones. I mean, and I'm going to give you a little bit. This is internet information, could be completely false, so I'll put it out there and I'll tell people. Okay, I just went through and searched mega churches in Wikipedia, and I'm not saying Wikipedia is the end all for information.
It's a good source of information.
But let me just give you this last bit of information as we start to roll down the hill toward making it rain with post for the rest of the show. The last little aside. Here we go. And you couldn't even guess this. Okay, I'm going to let you have one guess. How large do you think the membership was quoted as being? This would be from 2007, and this church is the Yeshido Full Gospel Church in Korea.
I don't know.
Okay, and so how?
3 million? 2 million? 5 million?
You're over. I'm over. Membership. Their membership.
Membership. Oh, I don't know. 500,000?
830,000. Now, by now, it might be 1 million now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But 830,000 people effective 2007, and that's the reference point. And their church, their sanctuary, their auditorium will seat 26,000 plus people.
Okay. Like I said, how long does it take to fill that auditorium? That's all I want to know, because that's long. If you want the service to start at 10, you better tell them to come in there from 6 in the morning.
Well, how much money is going through that church at one time? That's my thing. How much money do they deposit on a weekly basis from that church? Think about that.
Think about that, because that's crazy money.
Crazy. And that's another, we were talking about politics and homeless. I don't get this. Let me just put it out there for what it is, and man, our mics might go off this time of night. But if we can afford to have a church make a deposit of over $50,000 a week, why are there homeless people?
K-Rose, I ain't happy. Please don't send me down that road.
I'm sorry.
Please, because they don't want me to start talking to them, these politicians, because I'm not going to hold back, okay? And I don't need to swear at them, but believe me, they will probably wish I had, because I'm just going to give it to them so raw. They're just going to think, okay, it would have been better if we could have carted her off, but she wasn't swearing, so we couldn't cart her off. We had to listen to what she had to say, because if she was being abusive to us, then but no, I'm just going to tell you like it is, and everyone's going to be mesmerized and spellbound because they know I'm telling the truth. They need to stop this. All right, please don't send me down that road.
I'm sorry. I pointed you in that direction.
Because, no, that's another show, and then 5 more, and we still ain't finished. Because no, please don't ask me about them people. When you said to me how much billions they spent on the presidential campaign,
and then even
my favourite not friend, Mr. Trump, has actually managed to, not only has he started winning caucuses, but he's actually got people endorsing him. Like, was it Christie, the New Jersey governor?
We can't even go down that rabbit hole today.
People, okay, let me not say no more. Link 9, K-Rose. 9 fascinating facts about people who attend mega churches. People, we are posting for your enjoyment at Ask Avani Show. You know what to do. Go there. Look. Let us know what you think. Post, comment, share. Because I just thought, okay, listen. Nearly 2/3